if you're in the military and you're in a leadership role, like I can't harp on the decentralized command enough and like letting your guys make decisions and let them fail and let them make mistakes. And law enforcement is probably worse at that than the military. I think the military does a better job at it. But like cops, on FTO and stuff like that, generally they'll let you make small mistakes, right? But when you allow people to make mistakes and learn, barring things that are going to get them hurt or killed and stuff like that, right? That's obviously your job to step in, but like let them mess up and let them fix the mess that they made. And that lesson that they learned from that is going to be way better than you stopping them every 3 minutes and be like, no, 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 do this. Hey, don't do that in your report. Don't do that in your report. Like, dude, just submit the report. Like I'll check it to make sure you're not lying, right? But submit it. And if the boss rejects it, fix it, dude. Like that's how you learn.
Mhm.
And allowing guys to do that, I think is huge. And then once and it only take like one or two times. It's not a perpetual thing.
Yeah, been there. Yeah,
You'll
depending
you'll,
on the
you'll
screw
learn.
up. As long as you're not violating people's rights and you're gonna like get the department civilly sued or whatever, like I've been there too when it was like when I was brand new, my FTO was like, I let you just fuck up. And I'm like, why? And then he explained everything. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, well, that's good. It's not like it doesn't exist, but it's just so
Yeah.
rare. So it's good that you had, someone like that,
Well, because a
with
lot of the time, and we could talk about this for hours, but nowadays what I'm seeing in law enforcement and even back in California it was, hey, we're so short staffed, we gotta push people through. And even here in Louisiana, it's like when I came here, I went through like a modified like little academy and then I hopped in the training. Um and in FTO, I only did 2 months, kind of just like to learn how they do everything out here, because like being a cop's essentially the same no matter where you go. Um and then there were some of the people when it's like, yeah, we're gonna cut them loose because we need to fill this shift because we're short. Somebody is out for a shooting, so let's just push them through. And then 2 months later, you're like, dude, what is going on with this person? What? And it's like, ugh, I'm like,
yeah.
so
And
frustrated.
it's frustrating too, because like there is such thing as standards, and you see that, it's no different up here, man. Like you see guys get pushed through FTO for the same reasons, and then they're still a disaster, and it's like, or they're on FTO and you got a good FTO who's like, this dude's not passing this phase, and they're like, no, he is.
Higher ups
Like,
are like, yep, pass them.
and it's like, that's a cultural problem. That's a cultural leadership problem that everybody that I talk to that's a cop that's level headed has seen it, and all of those discussions won't fix it because it is a cultural problem, and the people that wear the brass, um, they're the only ones that could change it, or you stay in long enough to replace them.
Yeah,
But it's some of these smaller places, like you'll never replace them. Like agency where I worked, there's like 40, it was like 40 people, man. So like if you got a lieutenant and he's a young lieutenant and you're going to do 20 years and get out, you're never going to get that spot unless something, there's always a way, right? He leaves or he gets promoted to chief or something like that. You're never getting that spot. So like sometimes these guys feel discouraged because they experience that. And it's like, oh, I'll stay in and fix it. And it's like, dude, if you look at the math, man,
yeah.
you're trying to get blood out of a stone.
Math ain't math, and
That's not mathing, dude.
yeah, no, that's a how easy it was for us. We both like minded in that it's so easy for us to just transition into that, and then we can go on a rabbit hole.